Just wanted to do a quick response video to my YouTube channels were hacked. Full story by a YouTuber, Guitar Lessons 365 song. So I watched his channel and I think it's really good at what he does. But one thing that I want to say to all of the YouTubers that have this fear is you should have, just like you have a lawyer, just like you have a CPA, you should have an IT person taking care of your channel. This person has 1.24 million subscribers. That is out of your realm to protect. And you should not be doing that. You are not a professional IT person. And what happened, and I'll go into the specifics here in a second, could happen to anybody. You're right. It happened to executives at Sony, and Sony was hacked, which is how a bunch of their movies got placed for free out in the world, in the universe, by a bunch of hackers. And it was what we call phishing. Phishing, phishing. Okay, phishing is where you get an email, looks like it comes from somewhere that you should expect. For example, in Sony, it was probably from the IT department or from another executive's department, and it looked like it was okay to open. We get these all the time. All the time. And as an IT professional, I see this a lot. And this is why being careful when you type and you send an email of import, making sure you spell correctly and use proper grammar. Most of the time, English is a second language to the folks that are trying to hack you, and they will use improper grammar, improper spelling, commas that don't belong or are missing, periods that just aren't there. They'll have a website, but the first thing you should do when you see that is validate the address. Not the address of the website that they concocted because they were able to get an email from someone at a large company. And just like all of us, we put our signature, and we have in our signature, typically we have our company names and a way to contact us, whether it's our LinkedIn accounts, our email, whatever. Those things might be real in the signature. You have to look from where the email is coming. And in this case, which is what happens with these, this is not the first one I've seen. I think this is the third large YouTube channel I've seen this happen to. And believe me, it happens a lot more outside the world of YouTube, which is why it's very important, is look at the place the email came from, and then where you're emailing back and forth. There should be absolutely no excuse that you should be emailing back and forth to get the software or some Dropbox that I've created somewhere that, oh, well, this Dropbox is fine. No, you want some validation that it's coming from the right place. And then if they say they're going to pay you, there should be some upfront compensation in a large contract. But be that as it may, the things that will give it away in an email is that you can call the company. You can say, hey, company, this person reached out to me. Is this valid? And if they say, yeah, that's valid. Okay, that's valid. I mean, my wife gets Amazon attempts of hacking all the time. Your Amazon account, for us to complete payment, we need you to click on this. Right. Or I said, no, you go into your Amazon account and you look to see if something needs to complete payment, because that's not how they do it. It's the same with your Verizon account. That's how a lot of people get caught up. But when it comes to stuff like this, if you're a YouTuber and you're looking to make some money and you're trying to get sponsors, sponsors are going to come in. That's why you have to go to the company. Reach out to the company yourself from the side, whether that's a phone call or it's an email to the company customer service, general, whatever, info. those are things you should be able to do, because most of the time you're not dealing with Microsoft. I'm sure you're dealing with a much smaller software company that has the ability for those people to look right over at the person next to them, or make a phone call or say, hey, did you reach out to, because they probably got one person that does their marketing. Did you reach out to so-and-so? No, I didn't. No, I didn't. And then, okay. No, we didn't reach out to you. That's simple. It's that simple. Or, yes, we did. And here is our person. Get a phone number. Get some way to validate. This is the simplest stuff. It's just like when you give your bank account to somebody like this. No, your YouTube channel is your business. And the one thing I didn't appreciate when it came to Guitar Lessons 365, that he then said, well, I love YouTube, but shouldn't let this happen. Well, you're not really a big fish in their pond. And you could have sold your account. They don't know. You could have given your account to your, my wife is handling it now. They don't know, and they don't care. They just blatantly don't care. I mean, we all think that 1 million subscribers is a lot of people. But frankly, Scarlett, they don't care about your piddly 500,000 or 1 million subscribers. You got a plaque. That's as far as they're going. And even in the 3 million or so, then you may or may not get somebody you can talk to once in a while. They're a bigger fish, and they're more worried about ABC, CNN, MSNBC, Fox News. They don't give a crap about you. You're a guitar channel. They give a crap. So don't feel big about yourself. Remind yourself to be humble and to say, okay, you know what? I gotta do this, and I've got to take some time, look at it, and then focus in on the fact that, and I go back to what I started with, get an IT person to manage your accounts at this point. And anytime somebody reaches out and says software, I don't care if your brother says, I worked in IT once. I was at the help desk at, Farm Fresh or whatever. I don't care. You have to have an IT professional. And that way you have someone you can say, hey. And, if more smaller YouTube channels came together and used an IT firm, then the firm has more power, because you have more power as a group than an individual YouTube channel. And that's just, that's just a thought. Maybe that's something I should do. But, offer my services. But read the email, look for grammatical and spelling errors. Number 2, validate the email. That means contacting the company directly. And I know that what will happen is they'll say, oh yeah, contact us. No, contact the company separately. By yourself. Because they can't validate you. They won't be able to. Not if it's a hack. And number 3, get a professional involved. Get someone who knows what they're doing. Because again, that person never should have downloaded software they don't know about. Made a lot of assumptions. There were a lot of assumptions made, beginning with the first one. And I hate to say it, it was based on needing money. And that is one of the biggest factors, and the most important factors in these kinds of things. Phishing is usually done because they're looking at the dollar. Thanks. Have a good day.